All right, kids. All right, boys and girls. Gather around, gather around, gather around. Let me gather around. Let me tell you about a little story here about Vyve Broardband, the worst internet company in the world. Look at them here. Look at them asking if we want free internet. Shh. With all the stuff I've had to go through in the past 5 years with these people, I should be the one getting free internet. I don't know why they're offering it to other people. I have to pay like $100 something every month to not even get internet. So yeah, check this out. It's the 29th of January. It's like 9 a.m. and the internet says it's connected, but when I go to load up a page or whatever, it says connect to the internet. You're not connected. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, it's 9 a.m. right now, and the internet has been out since 7:30 p.m. yesterday. So yeah, I call up Vyve on technical support or whatever, and I'm like, I want to report an outage or whatever, and they just come back with like, oh, have you tried unplugging and plugging in the router? Let me check your internet speed. It says you're connected. Yeah, okay. And then I do my own internet speed test, and I'm only getting 160 kilobits, not megabits, kilobits per second. And let me tell you, this isn't the first time I've done this. I've been dealing with this off and on for like 5 freaking years now, I think. Last year it was terrible. This year it's been just as terrible. And every time I call these people, they act like I've never called before. It's like I call every 2 weeks, it feels like, if not every month. You people should know me. You can look in your little computer, I'm sure, and see all the times I've called and all the notes and stuff. But yeah, router's plugged in. They tell me to unplug and plug in the router. I do it just to humor them, even though I know it's not going to work because I've done this like dozens of times at this point. You know, it never ceases to amaze me how much denial the freaking tech people on the other end of the line go through. It's like you can see all this stuff that I'm talking about, and you're ignoring all the other people that I'm sure you can look up that have called in from town. And they're like, oh, no, nothing's wrong. It's probably on your end. It's like, really? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's part of the reason why I'm starting to record all this stuff. I'm just sick of it. They want proof? They want to see what's going on? I'm going to try and record everything I can from now on. I'm going to record my calls to the actual help hotline or whatever from Vyve. Let's go back to their website. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I was paying for this. Did I ever get these speeds? No. My best was maybe 700 in my 5 years that I've been with Vyve. Maybe. And it only lasted like a few days. That's the best I ever did with them. Here, let me show you what I was more like getting. I was getting maybe these speeds right here. So yeah, these are the speeds I'm more regularly averaging. So why would I pay the $79 or whatever? Actually, $79 is not what you really pay. That little line below where it's crossed out, that's what you actually pay. You only pay like the lower price for a couple months, and then they jack you up. So I was paying $100 for the gig and not even getting the gig. I was getting the next step down for paying $100. So yeah, I was paying $100 for the 200 megabit package, basically. This is like false advertisement. This is like theft. So get this. Last year and this year, the internet starts going out for days or weeks at a time. And I call them up, and they just don't believe me. So they're like, oh, we can see on our end that it's connected. Yeah, but it's not working. Do you want me to send some pictures or something? No, that's fine. We don't need to. They just don't believe you. So yeah, after like being out of internet for like 2 weeks, I'm like, Why am I even paying for the $100 plan? I have never gotten those speeds at all, and I'm just not even getting internet at all. I'm just going to go down to the lowest plan. I might as well. I'm not ever going to get those speeds anyways. You know, I wish Twin Valley or AT&T or some other competitor would come through town and put lines in, because I would throw money at them. I'd be like, "Take my money. Shut up and take my money." Because I am so sick of dealing with Vyve. They won't fix their stuff. They won't take care of their customers. They won't even believe us when we call in and tell them there's an outage. So, like, get this. When I call in and tell them that there's an outage or whatever, they just flat out deny that there is one. And then I tell them this is happening. I tell them that they need to get a maintenance tech out here to fix this stuff. And then they're like, "Oh no, we have to send a regular tech first. He'll be out in like 3 days." And I'm like, "No, just send the maintenance tech." They're like, "Oh, we can't. We gotta do procedure." And all he's going to do is plug his little computer into the router or whatever and be like, "Oh, there's noise in the line. I can't do anything. We need a maintenance tech." And then it's another like week for the maintenance tech to get out here after he finally reports it. So it's like 2 weeks before anything can get done. It's ridiculous. Best gig in town. Back on the website again. Best gig in town. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. My ass. More like the only gig in town. Fucking Monopoly, and they don't fucking fix shit. Exactly the problem with monopolies. They just don't listen. It's like, I've dealt with this at least a dozen times by now. I know how this is all gonna go. There needs to be some competition in town, really. Just look at these smug assholes. Which one do you think is the one I'm always talking to online, on the phone or whatever? Look at these people with the red shirt. It says, "We care" on it or something. Yeah, fucking right. We care. What a fucking joke. You sure as fuck don't care about your customers. Probably care just about the dollars. That's what it needs to be. A green shirt with money on it. Give us their fucking money. Just look at all these smug assholes. How much money do you think they're making every year? We're all barely scraping by these days, and all these guys are probably getting like 6 fucking figures, and we get nothing. We can't even get internet. Thank God I don't have to do anything online for work. I feel sorry for anyone that does have to do work online in town. Man, that would be the shittiest thing. Wake up in the morning, you gotta get on Zoom to do some kind of meeting or whatever, and you just can't. Even if you like rush down to the library to use their computers or whatever, you probably couldn't do it because they wouldn't allow you to upload Zoom to the library computer or some shit. If you had some kind of like job interview through the internet over Skype or Zoom or whatever, you'd be screwed. Heck, you couldn't even apply for a job. 90% of everything, job applications are over the internet these days. You couldn't even apply for a job if you wanted to. It always seems to do this stuff whenever it gets cold out. It's like 11 degrees outside. And I've told them this, and you would think the maintenance people or whoever would be able to like put 2 and 2 together and figure out what is causing this whenever it gets cold, but no. I think everybody just like puts their hours in or gets on like Twitter while they're at their desk at work and just fucks off all day and doesn't even do anything and try and figure shit out. It's like, come on guys, I'm giving you clues and information so you can figure this out. Whenever it's the hardware, whenever it gets cold, obviously, I'm just a customer and I'm able to figure this out. Come on. If it's the hardware or whatever, let's get whatever Canada uses. It's cold as shit up there. Let's get some of their kind of hardware down here and put it in. Fuck. I'm like, we're way down south and we're still having problems with the cold. Let's get some of their technology or whatever. Come on, this shouldn't be this hard. Feel free to call them and give them a piece of your mind. But yeah, this is the ongoing story of how shitty and how sucky of a company Vyve Broardband is. Do not buy from these people. Do not get in business with them. Screw these people. They're terrible to deal with. Just, I don't know. But yeah, this is the ongoing conflict. I'm going to just post everything I can about them now. I'm going to record all my conversations with them on the phone, everything. Just to be continued.